You made it through a normal day, and somehow you still feel completely drained. You didn't run a marathon, you didn't survive a crisis. You just did the regular things: work, messages, meals, reminders, pickups, a few decisions, a bit of tidying, a bit of worrying. So, why does your body feel like you fought something all day? And why does the evening hit harder than it should? Most overwhelmed adults blame the wrong thing. They think they're lazy. They think they need more discipline, more sleep, more coffee, more motivation. But often, the exhaustion isn't from doing too much. It's from carrying too much that nobody sees. This is mental load, not the task you've finished. The task your brain is still holding. The appointments you're tracking. The groceries you're mentally composing. The school form you haven't filled out yet. The birthday you need to remember. The work email you need to phrase carefully. The fact that the dishwasher is clean but nobody emptied it. The fact that you're out of milk but only you noticed. Mental load is the invisible planning, anticipating, remembering, and coordinating that runs underneath adult life. Researchers studying household labor have shown that cognitive work, noticing what needs to happen, deciding when, and keeping it all in mind, often falls unevenly and invisibly, especially in families. But even if you live alone, the pattern is the same. Your day may look ordinary from the outside. Inside your head, it can feel like running air traffic control with no radar screen. That's why a normal day can leave you wrecked. You weren't only doing tasks, you were monitoring an entire life. And monitoring is exhausting. There is another layer here. Every time you switch contexts, your brain pays a cost. Work to school, school to groceries, groceries to a tense text message to dinner, dinner to tomorrow's schedule. Psychologist Sophie Leroy calls this attention residue. When you move from one demand to another, part of your mind stays stuck on the last thing. So even small transitions aren't free. They leave traces. By the end of a regular Tuesday, you may have made dozens of micro switches without realizing it, each one tiny. Together, brutal. Then add decision fatigue. Adults make thousands of choices a day. What to eat, what to answer now, what can wait, whether to say yes, whether to push back, whether to spend, whether to remind someone again. Decision science shows that the quality and ease of our choices decline as the number of decisions accumulates, not because you're weak, because your brain has a limit. By evening, you're not just tired from activity, you're tired from judgment, tired from holding options, tired from being the person who notices. This is the hidden reason normal days feel so heavy. Nothing looked dramatic, but your mind spent all day in low-grade emergency mode, scanning, tracking, preventing small disasters before they happened. That's skilled work. It's just rarely named. So you don't get credit for it, and you don't build systems for it. You just keep carrying it until your body finally protests at 9 p.m. Here's the reframe. You don't need a more intense morning routine. You don't need to become a different kind of person. You need a map for the invisible work. Call it the mental load map. It's a simple way to see what your brain has been doing all day so you can stop treating invisible labor like it doesn't count. The map has 4 zones. Zone 1, tracking. Everything you're mentally monitoring but haven't acted on yet. Appointments, deadlines, things you're waiting to hear back about, items running low at home, forms, gifts, repairs. Zone 2, deciding. Every choice still open in your head. What to cook, whether to attend the thing, how to respond to that message, whether to spend money now or later, which task comes first tomorrow. Zone 3, coordinating. All the moving parts that involve other people. Who picks up whom? Who needs reminding? What information has to pass from school to partner to you to work? Who is doing what and when? Zone 4, anticipating. The future problems you're trying to prevent. If we don't leave early, we're late. If I forget this, tomorrow breaks. If I don't reply tonight, it becomes awkward. If we don't order now, we're stuck. Most overwhelmed adults keep all 4 zones in their head at once. No wonder a normal day feels like a siege. The mental load map doesn't solve everything in one move. It makes the invisible visible, and visibility is the first system upgrade. Here is how to use it. Once a day, preferably before your evening crash, take 5 minutes. Sit down with one page divided into 4 boxes. Label them tracking, deciding, coordinating, anticipating. Then dump, not solve. Just dump. Write every invisible item you can feel buzzing in the background. Don't judge how small it sounds. If your brain is holding it, it belongs on the map. A normal day might reveal 25 items. That can feel alarming at first. Good. That alarm is information. You're not dramatic. You're accurately seeing the hidden workload behind a day that looked simple. Once the map is filled, do 3 moves. Move one separate noticing from doing. A huge amount of mental load comes from mixing these together. Noticing the milk is low is one job. Going to the store is another. When they stay fused in your head, your brain treats every notice as an immediate action demand. That creates constant pressure. On your map, mark which items are monitor only for now. You're allowed to see something without solving it tonight. Move 2. Convert fog into next actions. Look at the deciding zone. Vague items eat the most energy. Get life together is not a task, it's a cloud. Rewrite fog into one visible next step. Text teacher. Book dentist. Ask partner who handles Thursday pickup. Put form on counter. Order birthday gift. Your brain relaxes when the next action is concrete. Move 3. Share or schedule the coordinating zone. If another adult is involved, mental load often stays high because coordination dips only in your head. Move those items out. Send one message. Put one shared note on the fridge. Add one calendar block. Say out loud, I need help deciding this. Coordination that stays private becomes exhaustion. Coordination that becomes visible becomes lighter. Let's see this in real life. Imagine your day looked like this. You worked a full shift. You answered normal emails. You made dinner. You helped with homework. You replied to a few texts. You folded some laundry. From the outside, fine. From the inside, your brain was also tracking a permission slip due Friday, a prescription refill, a friend's birthday, a bill that might auto-draft, a meeting you need to prepare for, the fact that your kid needs new shoes, and the quiet worry that you sounded short in a message earlier. None of that appeared on your official to-do list, but all of it ran in the background. Old pattern. You pushed through, tell yourself it was a normal day, and wonder why you're irritable and exhausted by 8 p.m. New pattern. You spend 5 minutes on the mental load map. You dump 18 items across the 4 zones. You realize 12 of them are tracking, not emergencies. You rewrite 6 foggy decisions into next actions. You send one message to your partner about Thursday. You put one sticky note on your laptop for tomorrow's first work task. You haven't solved your whole life, but you've stopped pretending the day was light. That honesty changes the evening. Now the mistakes to avoid. Mistake 1. Using the map as another perfection tool. The goal is not zero mental load. The goal is visibility. If you turn the map into a master plan for total control, you'll just create a prettier version of overwhelm. Mistake 2. Only mapping on your worst days. Do it on normal days too. That's where the pattern hides. Crisis days are obvious. Regular Tuesdays are the ones that slowly drain you. Mistake 3. Keeping coordinating items private when other people are involved. If a task requires shared action, it cannot stay as private mental labor forever. Visibility is not nagging, it's system design. Mistake 4. Confusing self-awareness with self-blame. Seeing your mental load is not proof that you're failing. It's proof that you've been doing invisible work without support or structure. Mistake number 5. Expecting relief without changing one habit. The map helps most when paired with one daily rule. Capture it externally. Your brain is not a reliable warehouse for 20 open loops. Paper, notes app, shared list. Choose one trusted place and move items out of your head. If it's not captured, your mind keeps rehearsing it. That's the Zeigarnik effect in action. Unfinished tasks stay active in memory. External capture tells your brain the item is stored. The pressure drops. If tonight already went sideways, here's your reset. Don't analyze the whole month. Do a 3-minute emergency map. Write only the top items in each zone that are loudest right now. Pick one next action. Pick one thing to share or schedule. Then stop. You've named the hidden weight. That's enough for tonight. Tomorrow, try a 5-minute map before dinner if you can. Earlier is better, because the earlier you see the invisible load, the less likely it is to ambush you at the end of a normal day. One small action you can apply today. Take 5 minutes and draw the 4 zones. Fill them honestly from today. Count how many items were invisible until now. Then choose one next action and one thing to move out of your head, onto paper or into a message. You made it through a normal day. Now you can finally see why it costs you so much.